Minister of Independent India. In his lifetime, Jawaharlal Nehru enjoyed an iconic status in India and was widely admired across the world for his idealism and statesmanship. His birthday, November 14th, is celebrated in India as Children's Day, in recognition of his lifelong passion and work for the welfare, education, and development of children and young people. Nehruji loved children. He started to wear a rose on his jacket after a child pinned one on it. Children across India are taught to remember him as Chacha Nehru, meaning Uncle Nehru. Most schools have cultural programs for the day. All over the country, various cultural, social, and even corporate institutions conduct competitions for children. Children's Day is a day for children to engage in fun and frolic. Nehruji remains a popular symbol of the Congress Party, which frequently celebrates his memory. Congress leaders and activists often emulate his style of clothing, especially the Gandhi cap and the Nehru jacket, and his mannerisms. Nehru's ideals and policies continue to shape the Congress Party's manifesto and core political philosophy.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. It is fitting that at this solemn moment, we take the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people, and to the still larger cause of humanity.
Jawaharlal Nehru said this at midnight on August 14, 1947, the eve of India's independence. He made a speech to the Indian Constitutional Assembly in the Parliament of the newly freed nation of India. This speech is considered to be one of the greatest speeches of the 20th century, and it was about India's long path to freedom and the challenges that laid ahead. Although Nehruji said that on Independence Day, the thoughts he had in this speech were key to forming of India as Republic of January 26, 1950. Today, we are going to read some more excerpts from a speech titled Tryst with Destiny.
At the dawn of history, India started on her unending quest and trackless centuries which are filled with her striving and the grandeur of her successes and her failures. Through good and ill fortune alike, she's never lost sight of the quest or forgot the ideals which gave her strength. We end today a period of ill fortune, and India discovers herself again.
In the beginning of his speech, Nehruji said that even during the unfortunate struggle, India never gave up her principles and ideals.
Freedom and power bring responsibility. Responsibility rests upon this assembly, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India. Before the birth of freedom, we have endured all the pains of labor, and our hearts are heavy with the memory of this sorrow. Some of those pains continue even now. Nevertheless, the past is over, and it is the future that beckons to us now. The service of India means the service of the millions who suffer. It means the ending of poverty and ignorance and disease and inequality of opportunity. The ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eye. It may be beyond us, but as long as there are tears and suffering, so long our work will not be over.
And so we have to labor and to work hard to give reality to our dreams. Those dreams are for India, but they're also for the world, for all the nations and peoples that are too closely knit together today, for any one of them to imagine that can live apart. Peace is said to be indivisible. So is freedom. So is prosperity now. And also is disaster in this one world that can no longer be split in isolated fragments.
In this excerpt, Nehruji is saying that now India is free, but we still have to work together to help not only India, but the entire world.
The appointed day has come, the day appointed by destiny, and India stands forth. After long slumber and struggle, awake, vital, free, and independent, the past clings on to us, still in some measure, and we have to do much before we redeem the pledges we have so often taken. Yet the turning point is past, and history begins a new course. The history which we shall live and act, and others will write about. historical moment for us in India, for all Asia, for the world. A new star rises, a star of freedom indeed. A new hope comes into being. A vision long cherished materializes. May the star never set and the hope never be betrayed.
In this excerpt, Nehruji is saying that even though the scar of India's past will always remain with us, we now live in a country where we can write our own destiny.
The future beckons to us. Whither do we go, and what shall be our endeavor? To bring freedom and opportunity to the common man, to the peasants and workers of India. To fight and end poverty and ignorance and disease, to build up a prosperous, democratic, and progressive nation. And to create social, economic, and political institutions which will ensure justice and fullness of life to every man and woman. We have hard work ahead. There is no resting for any one of us till we redeem our pledge in full, till we make all the people of India what destiny intended them to be. All of us, to whatever religion we may belong, are equally the children of India, with equal rights, privileges, and obligations. We cannot encourage communalism or narrow-mindedness, for no nation can be great because people are narrow in thought or in action.
In his speech, Nehruji emphasizes that India should be a place where all people are equal, regardless of caste, social status, or religion. Everybody should have the same rights and opportunities. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee, agreed with this idea, which is why equality is a major part of our Constitution. Nehruji had a vision that India should become a republic. And finally, we will close with the closing remarks of Nehruji.
And to India, our much-loved motherland, the ancient, the eternal, and the ever-new, we pay our reverent homage, and we bind ourselves afresh to our service. Thank you, and Jai Hind!